When she hugs you and doesn't let go, your body relaxes, but something deeper tightens, because that hug isn't comfort, it's communication, and most men miss what it's really saying. I'm going to speak to you not as an entertainer, but as a psychologist who's watched this moment change relationships forever. When a woman hugs you a certain way, full chest contact, head tucked into your neck, arms firm but not rushed, her nervous system is making a decision. This is not romance movie language. This is biology. This is attachment psychology. This is her body asking a question her mouth is afraid to ask. Most men think a hug is just affection, a reward, a pleasant pause. But to a woman, especially one who has learned to guard her emotions, a hug is a test of safety. She is checking whether your presence regulates her or destabilizes her, whether she feels smaller in the world with you or stronger. When she melts into you instead of bouncing away, it means her defenses are offline. Her breathing has slowed to match yours. Her muscles have stopped bracing. In that moment, you are not being evaluated as a provider or a flirt. You are being evaluated as a place to land. Here's the uncomfortable truth most men were never taught. Women don't bond through words first. They bond through nervous system alignment. If she hugs you like she's trying to disappear into you, her body is saying, "Don't make me regret trusting you." And this is where men either rise or quietly fail. If you stiffen, joke, rush it, or turn it sexual too fast, her body records that as danger, not consciously, subconsciously. She won't argue with you. She won't explain. She'll just slowly stop leaning in. She'll say she's confused. She'll say she's not ready. What she really means is, her body learned you weren't safe to rest with. But if you stay grounded, if you let the hug exist without trying to control it, something powerful happens. Her brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Her stress response drops. You become associated with relief. That's why some men are unforgettable without being flashy. Their presence quiets chaos. This kind of hug often appears right after vulnerability, after a long day, after she shares something small but personal, or right before she pulls away emotionally, because she's checking if you notice. And here's the hidden message inside that hug. See me, stay present. Don't disappear when it gets real. She's not asking for perfection. She's asking for consistency, for emotional steadiness, for a man who doesn't panic when intimacy deepens. If you understand this, you stop chasing signals and start becoming one. And once a woman's body feels safe with you, her heart follows far more easily than her words ever could. Now let me tell you something most men don't realize until it's too late. The way you respond to that hug teaches her how to treat you emotionally for the rest of the relationship. If you treat it casually, she learns to keep things light. If you treat it as a conquest, she learns to protect herself. But if you treat it as a moment of trust, she learns she can soften around you. When a woman hugs you like that, she is temporarily lowering her emotional armor. That armor exists because at some point, someone disappointed her when she did this before. So she doesn't do it often. She does it selectively. This is why timing matters more than intensity. You don't need to squeeze harder. You don't need to say something impressive. What matters is emotional congruence, that your inner state matches the calm she's offering. Men who struggle in dating often think attraction is built through escalation, but long-term desire is built through regulation. A woman stays where her nervous system feels understood. If your mind is racing, is she into me? What does this mean? She feels it. If you're performing confidence instead of embodying it, she feels that too. Presence is not silence, it's alignment. Here's a subtle detail most men miss. Notice how long she stays. If she lingers an extra second before pulling away, she's waiting to see if you'll rush to end it or allow stillness. Stillness feels intimate. Unsafe men can't tolerate it. Grounded men can. Another detail, her hands. If they rest flat instead of gripping, she's relaxed. If she exhales audibly, she's releasing tension. These are green lights, not for action, but for reliability. And reliability is deeply erotic to a woman who's tired of unpredictability. This doesn't mean you become passive or dull. It means you become solid. Solid men don't need to prove they're strong. Their calm does it for them. I've worked with countless women who said the same sentence in different words. I fell for him because I felt peaceful around him. not excited, not obsessed, peaceful. That hug is often the first time she feels that peace with you. Ignore it, and she will unconsciously downgrade you to someone who feels good temporarily. Honor it, and you become someone she associates with home. And here's the paradox. The less you try to extract meaning from the hug, the more meaning it creates. Attraction grows where there is space, not pressure. So when she hugs you like that, don't ask yourself what to do next. Ask yourself who you're being in that moment, because she already knows. Let's talk about what happens when a man misunderstands this moment, because this is where potential turns into regret. Some men think, this is my chance to lock it in. They tighten the hug, drop their voice, make it romantic. They think escalation equals confidence. But what they're actually doing is collapsing the space she needed to feel safe. To her nervous system, it feels like being cornered emotionally. Other men do the opposite. They freeze. They pull back too quickly. They joke. They break the moment because vulnerability makes them uncomfortable. That tells her she has to carry the emotional weight alone. Both responses create the same result. She stops offering softness. Women don't announce when they withdraw emotionally. They simply stop initiating closeness. They stop sharing. They stop hugging like that. And men are left confused, wondering what changed. What changed was trust. A woman's body is far more honest than her words. She may say she's fine, she may say she likes how things are, but if her hugs become lighter, shorter, more polite, her body has already decided. This is why emotional leadership matters. Leadership doesn't mean dominance, it means stability. It means you can hold closeness without consuming it or avoiding it. When you become that man, something shifts. She starts to relax not just in your arms, but in your presence. She becomes more playful, more open, more expressive, not because you demanded it, because her body feels permission. And here's the deeper layer most men never hear. Women test emotional safety before they test romantic potential. That hug is often the test before deeper attachment. Pass it, and she leans in over time. Fail it, and she slowly detaches while still smiling. This is why so many men say, everything was going great, then she lost interest. No, everything felt calm, and he disrupted the calm without realizing it. Masculine strength in relationships is the ability to remain centered when intimacy deepens. Not chasing, not retreating, just present. That presence is rare, and rarity creates value. When you understand this, you stop reacting emotionally and start responding intentionally. You don't rush connection, you allow it to reveal itself, and women feel that difference instantly. So the next time she hugs you like that, remember this: she's not asking for words, promises, or pressure. She's asking for emotional permission to stay soft. Your job isn't to impress her, it's to remain someone she doesn't have to brace herself around. This is how trust grows quietly. This is how attraction deepens without force. This is how a woman chooses you without needing to convince herself. If you want stronger relationships, stop focusing on what to say and start focusing on how you regulate yourself in moments of closeness. Calm is contagious. Groundedness is magnetic. Now here's a question I want you to answer honestly, and I want you to write it in the comments. When a woman gets emotionally close to you, do you lean in with presence or do you rush to control the moment? Your answer will tell you more about your relationships than any dating advice ever could. If this spoke to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a friend who keeps losing connection without understanding why. Some men never hear this truth, and it costs them the relationships they wanted most.